Hi everybody, this is Paul at Reliable POD and this is a video on how to set up your shipping in Shopify. The first thing I should explain is how we actually do our shipping. Unlike some of our competitors, we charge by weight, not per product, and then an additional charge for another product. So I'll show you how that works and how you can set that up, but here's basically a rough overview of what it looks like. We have 4 services: USPS First Class, which is for anything under £1 or under 16 ounces. We've got the option of an upgrade to USPS Priority Mail. We use UPS SurePost from £1 in weight all the way up to £9, and then after that we use UPS Ground. The reason we're using UPS SurePost is everybody knows last year USPS weren't very good at getting products to people and not scanning in tracking numbers, so we've upgraded to UPS SurePost and we get a much better service and guaranteed tracking from these guys. So that's why we've gone for these. So you can see the way this works then is all of our products, which is on our price list, which you can download, have the weight of the product on it. So for example, here we have iPhone cases and tough cases and wallet cases. The individual weight on these is 3 ounces when they're packed for shipping via mail. We charge $5.75 for that. Now that will take you all the way up on our best rate, which is USPS First Class. You can ship up to 15.9 ounces and it'll only cost you $5.75. So with phone cases, for example, you could ship 5 phone cases, which would come to a total of 15 ounces, and we'd still only charge you $5.75. Another example of that would be t-shirts, which are down here. Our t-shirts weigh 8 ounces. So if a customer ordered a t-shirt for 8, which weighs 8 ounces, and they ordered a phone case, that would only come to 11 ounces. So we'd still only charge you $5.75. It's not until you go over 16 ounces in weight with the products that we go on to the next price band, which would be up to £2 would be $7.05. So you can see the shipping rates we've got are very reasonable. We don't try and gouge you by charging extra per product. You know, lots of people I see say, you know, it's $2 for another product or $1.50. We don't do that. It's just a way of making extra money, we think. So now I've explained how the shipping works. What you need to know is how to ship it up, set it up. So what you've got to do in Shopify is create 4 different services and put in the weight brands here, the weight bands, and what you want to charge for that. So to do that, if we go into, I've set up a simple Shopify store, a test store to do this in. The first thing you're going to want to do is we ship, if you've got a new store, we ship in ounces, not in pounds. So to change the way your store is set up, if you come into settings down here on the left on your store, click on store details, and then scroll down to the bottom, and here you've got default weight, pounds or ounces. So I've changed that to ounces, and you save that, and you've done. So now when you set your products up, etc., it'll refer to ounces. So the next thing you want to do is you want to come into settings again at the bottom left, click on shipping and delivery, and then click on shipping here where we've got manage. So once you've clicked on that, you've got an existing setup. If this is a new store in the US, it'll come up with all these services here. I'm not going to affect those or do anything, but personally, if I was just working with Reliable, what I would do is I'd delete those out, and then they'll not appear to your customers. We, at the current moment, we don't ship to the rest of the world, but we will be adding that service. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do, and again, this all depends what other fulfillers you use, whether you do this or not, I would then remove the rest of the world, so you've only got the USA. So then I would save that. And then the next thing is in here is I would come into the USA domestic, and I would click add rate. So the first one that we're going to set up is the UPS first class. So if you're using the spreadsheet that's got a link to it, just copy USPS first class and then come back into here, add that rate in, and then it's going to ask you, this is what you are going to charge your customer, whether you're going to build your shipping price in to the product price, or whether you want to charge or make it free. That's your decision to make. But what you would do to set that up is you would then click on add conditions, and it's going to be based on weight, and it's going to be from 0 to the weight is on UPS first class is 15.9 ounces. So if you do 15.9, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in what we charge you so you can see how it works on pricing. So I'm going to put in $5.75, so 5.75. So I'm going to click that, it's done. So you've simply set up your first rate now that anything that weighs under 15.9 ounces will select, your customer will select USPS first class upon checkout, and you will be charged $5.75. If you want to make that free for your customer, like I say, and build the cost of shipping into your prices, you just hit 0 there or type in free. So the next rate that you want to set up is USPS priority mail. So if you copy that out of there, and I keep clicking on the wrong one, and come into there, and you're going to add another rate, which is USPS priority mail, and then we need to go back and get the shipping rates for that and the weights. Now those weights, the priority mail comes in from 16 ounce to just under £2, so from 1 to £2. So what you would do here is you would add some conditions. You would type in 16 ounces to 31.99 ounces, and again, whatever you want to charge the customer for that is your call, but we charge you $9.25. So we'll enter in there 9.25, and we'll add that rate. Now we've got another price band for the shipping for priority, and that's from £2 up to £3, and that rate's $11.75. So what you do there is you come back in and you would add a rate. Now you should be able to select from the drop down box, but it's not remembered it yet. So we'll drop that rate in again. So we'll put that in, we'll add some conditions, and that's going to be now from 32 ounces to 47.99. So 32, 47.99, and I'll put the figure in there, which is $11.75, and then add that rate. So you've now, when your customer's checking out on any products under £2 or any orders under £2 in weight, they will get the option to ship it standard UPS first class, or they will get the option to upgrade it to priority mail, which will get it to them faster. So that's 2 you've already set up. Now the next one that you want to do is UPS SurePost. So, and we do SurePost all the way from £1 all the way up to £9 in weight, or from 16 ounces to 143. So we'll set up the rate for the first one. Oops. So add rate, rate name, we'll add UPS SurePost. We'll add the conditions, which is the first band is from 16 ounces to 31.99, and the charging rate for that is $7.05. So we'll add that one, and that one's done. So you can see here you're building another rate. Now this one has got 5 price bands to it, so I'll go through with adding the second one to you, and that's from 32 to 47.99. So add a rate. Not sure if it's picked any of these up yet. We'll add that one in, add that, add the conditions, and I've just forgot what they were. So it's 32 to 47.99, and the charge for that one will be $8.13. So 8.13. We'll add that. So I'll just pause the video now while you don't need to watch me enter the next 3 in. I'll just add those in. So I'm now just adding in the last rate band for UPS SurePost. You can see from 80 to 143.9. When I do that, so you can see now when you're looking at my spreadsheet here on the SurePost, we've got 5 bands there with all the weights all the way up to £9 in weight. And then if you look on your account here, you can see you've replicated that SurePost all the way across right up to that. So we've got one more band to enter, which is UPS ground. We'll take that, and well, now we're going to add a rate, and it's a new one, so we're creating the name for it, UPS ground. Going to add the conditions, which are from 144 to 159. So 144 to 159.9. You don't need 0.99, 0.9 will do it. And then we'll add the price for that. It's $14.65. 0.65. So you add that one in, and you can see you're now going to build up the ground rates like we've got here, and I'll add these on. I don't think I need to go through every one with you, but just something I want to mention to you, the names that we use for the shipping, it's important if you can to use the same names there, because when it comes through to our software, it'll recognize what format of shipping that you're looking to use, and it will match them up. So you can copy those from the spreadsheet, but they're the names that we give them within our software. So what I'll do now is I'll add on the rest of the ground, and I'll come back to you at the end and show you what that looks like. So I'm just adding the final one in now. So I've come in and I've entered them all here, which you'll see as I just add this one now to the spreadsheet. You can see 800 to 1,040 ounces, which is roughly £9, which should cover most of the orders that you get. So I'm going to press done. You can see there now, so you've created your shipping array or shipping matrix, whatever you want to call it. You've got UPS ground all the way up for the heavier items. Then you've got UPS sure post from £1 to £9. And then you've got the priority mail should your customers want to ship things faster. And then you've got USPS first class for items under £1, so a mug or a piece of jewellery or a t-shirt. All those products fall into this price band here. And like I say, on the price list, every single product's got a weight, etc. What we're going to be doing on canvases pretty soon is, because they suffer from volumetric weight charges, is we're just adding some code into the software where we'll be able to put fixed prices in as well for these, and I'll do a video showing you how to do that up, but that should cover most of what you're trying to do. So just to show you what that looks like on the account when you're checking out, I've just put a couple of products into this demo store. I've got an 11-ounce mug and a 15-ounce mug. So if we add the 11-ounce mug, which we know weighs 15 ounces, if I add that to the cart, check out, I've put some rough details in here I've made up, and then when I continue to the shipping, you can see it's already worked out, it's there because there's only one option. But as you can see, because it's under 15.9 ounces, it's offering you USPS first class for your customer, and that's what it's charging. If I go back to the cart, and there'll be a continue shopping button. If I then add, let's say I add a 15-ounce mug to that. So if I add one to that order, go to the checkout again, that will have taken it over 16 ounces. So it's working on the shipping again here. You can see when I go to continue shipping, you get two options there. You set up the USPS priority mail, which is there, and you've got standard UPS sure post, so you can click whatever you want. I'll not do it on here, but if your weight goes over £9 in weight, which means somebody would have to order 10 mugs or more, that's when you start getting into the UPS ground. So I hope that's helped you. That shows you what it looks like. If you've got any questions, just email me at info@reliablepod.com. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.